Good afternoon. Thank you for all the translator all over the world. Thank you. So let's bring our palm together, open the space. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Gure Nami, Chugad Gure Nami, Sad Gure Nami, Siri Gurudev Nami. Ad Gure Nami, Chugad Gure Nami, Sad Gure Nami, Siri Gurudev Nami. Ad Gure Nami, Chugad Gure Nami, Sad Gure Nami, Siri Gurudev Nami. So this is a very powerful time of the year when the solstice, we're crossing the solstice, the full moon, and all kind of amazing energy around us, where actually is to celebrate the ultimate victory of love through the light and the radiance of the light and the frequencies of the light, which means clarity from the heart. So I think we are, and we have entered since more than a year and a half, this big planetary crisis, and that concern the whole humanity. And for us in yoga, we look at that as an opportunity to go with the matrix, with the change, and realize it is a time for awakening, a global awakening on this planet. I guess since the last extinction that happened like 65,000 years ago, when the dinosaur disappeared in almost 1 week of our time today, it was sudden, it was quick, it was intense. But all we can see today is some remnant bones engraved in the stones, showing that time have not been the one we know today. And then we to collectively qualify this human being. Homo sapiens means the human who understands and is in control with what he understands. This is a foundation of the scientific naivety. And it took us through an amazing journey where we praise our functional brain and functional mind as a God, as a reference that can understand. So we are these small human beings on this small planet, amongst billions of other solar systems in our galaxy. And there are trillions of galaxies like ours. So what is that so important human being? I think it's ridiculous. So the problem we have to face today is that we give up our personal power individually to some people who are supposed to lead us. And as our way of thinking generate this collective hallucination, we had these collective dreams that we're going to control the matter, and the reality is the matter. And we're going to be the king in our kingdom, mastering the four corners of our space on this planet. We have assumed that the solid matter is the reality, and it is truthful, and we spend hundreds of years researching within that matter what are the laws and what are the constitution and how does it function. We had the dream that we all gonna live easily, effortless. So, and what happened today is we reached the edge of the very end of that way of thinking. That what is collapsing is the foundation of our functional mind that bring us to the age of the nonsense of the logic. That the evidence is we cannot understand what's going on anymore. And we don't have the means with this way of thinking to solve it. So there is a panic on the people who've got the power from us to govern a population that is unmanageable with the principle we have used so far. It is not that they are corrupt. They are corrupt in the way of thinking, and this is collective, is all together. We are in the same boat. So if they cover themselves with hypocrisy, is because they have no other option. They have to use the power, and individuals have refused to empower themselves and deny the responsibility. So the problem today is the outcome of our inconsistence and lack of awareness have brought us to misuse this planet the way it was offered and given to us. And consequences are serious. So we can't pretend that a vaccine will bring us back to the normal life that was totally corrupt already before. There will not be safetiness and release of tension because we are free to walk without mask, because we think we are immune. This is absolute nonsense. There is no way back. And this is a collective lie. So we can see the distress of population who wants to go back to where they have been trained and taught to go. We are deprived from our free will and our freedom of consciousness because we invest our judgment into a collective hallucinating dream. It's time to come out of this dream that is turning into nightmare. I think we continue to invest our energy in what the past was. We really have no chance to survive very long. And are you aware of what planets we are building together in continuing to consume and run after the past? So the nightmare is in front of us. All the indicators of extension are present and very high. But the diversion of this virus put our focus on saving our skins. How can we be safe against this little bug? And planetary was a great deal of confusion and running away and be afraid and locking yourself in. I think this is missing the chance of awakening. This time of great light and great clarity should support the courage of those who are not following, who will probably prepare the world of tomorrow. We are facing a time of clashes of power. The power of those who are in charge to lead, and the power of those who consider themselves as followers. We have a third alternative, is to open ourselves to the clarity of the situation. Situation needs human beings who stand responsible for the mess we have created since thousands of years. And we are the one alive here and now on this planet, and it's time to awaken to the level of responsibility for the result. And we are the one who can actively do something today to change this nightmare back to another dream, a big dream, a much bigger dream than the one of the lazy people who were thinking that we can live effortless using mechanics, tools, and technology. I think what we call primitive people who were totally immersed in the nature and responding to the need of nature and knowing deeply this nature had another sense of intuition, how to live in the natural environment and not live in fear because of spiders and tigers and snakes. They were living with them in harmony and mutual understanding. We wanted to erase the danger. We wanted to erase the wolf, the bears, the lions, the tigers. And we did. We did so well that almost all species are going into extinction, the wild species, because there is no space for them anymore. So I don't want to enter in details the scenario catastrophe where we are in, but I ask you to awaken to the courage to open your eyes to the real situation we have created here. And it's time to move into our heart. It's time to stop trusting this functional mind that keep comparing and judging things and get lost in comparison, in statistics that do not speak at all, and open to our intuition. So what we are seeing today and this month, and it's going to accelerate very much, and it is accelerating, is this two opposite way that some of us decided to empower themselves and start the new, not through dreams and through tomorrow, but today. Today, what can I do to root the new perception, the new vision of humanity based on a true heart motivation to nourish our action? This was the Shambhala dream, the vision of a humanity that live in peace and harmony not just among ourselves, but also with the five realms, the minerals, the vegetables, the animals, the other human beings, which we never been able to live in peace. Look how much war is still going on this planet. And with the devas, the spirit. So what is coming to us is this clash of where do we root our sense of self. If we decide to awaken and open our eyes, come out of this collective trance and hallucination, we will understand that we cannot be manipulated unless we give up our own sense of self and our own sense of empowerment. That we can find a direction within ourselves that is in harmony with what is needed on this planet today. And it's a great deal of visioning and to open to what our heart could not open so far, which is a big, big space of inclusion, a sense of collective unity based on the heart, which is another level of understanding. Is really standing under each other to give a place to everyone around us. That when you empower yourself, you're not afraid of somebody else coming into the space. You don't need to control because we are just a bunch of consciousness traveling together in that time and space. We are not this matter, we are pure consciousness, and that's all that exists. And now the cognitive scientists have demonstrated it, that all there is this matrix and consciousness moving frequencies. So at a certain frequency, we look like solid, but actually that is not our true identity. That's what Nanak used to say, true self, Satyanam, what is our true name? Our true name, our true identity is limitless, is timeless, is pure consciousness. So it is a time of the great awakening. That was the thesis of our school, and that's why Kundalini Yoga was brought to us in the West, is to face the need, the necessity to awaken. I think if we are not awakening today, we might be losing the dream of even just living. So, and the thing is not to enter a battlefield against the people who wants to remain hallucinate. Because it takes to awaken your third eye, it takes to change your frequency, it takes effort, it takes a motivation, it takes to be truly touched into your heart. And then realize no one of us who open his heart can be powerless. This is impossible. Power does not belong to any specific group or any specific sector or any specific politic party. Power is the Adishakti. Power is what moved this planet in this galaxy and moved the galaxy itself. So it's huge, huge. And we are part of that movement, of that power. So all we need is to join the flow. Go back to this flow and forget that we thought we are mastering the flow, who we thought we were. We misunderstood completely with our cleverness and laziness. We wanted to find a shortcut, an easy way through the challenge of being. So we activate ourselves through doing and doing and thinking and thinking. And we forgot the space of wisdom and meditation, of contemplation and true love, and to bring this energy into action. We deprive ourselves from this sense of oneness and we start judging, classify people, and put them into sort of brick walls. We're all entangled into our own self-suggestion that we are proud of being human, and we actually did not even start to be human. So this change and clashes of vision and understanding about tomorrow and about today is accelerating, and the energy of wanting to control through power what the people think and what the people feel is so powerful that they even use human qualities like solidarity and courage and blah, 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 pretending that that's the way we can be solidar in just wanting all of us to go back to the past that was a disaster. So I don't think we need to go back to the past at all. We need to awaken to new qualities, and we need to awaken our bodies to face any sort of viruses. And we are totally equipped to go through time where many more viruses are showing up. But if we do not address the real question, which is mute our frequency, transform our frequency deep down into our physical body, then our spirit will not be supported and we're not going to open up to a vision of what is coming to us, and many will disappear. Those who will survive through this test for the next 30 years are those who will open the intuition and awaken immediately and start to take action from the heart and join each other and gather into new collective being, new families. We still have the time to join. And it's really a matter of frequencies. We cannot force people, we cannot convince people, and we're not going to turn masses of people. This is not going to happen this way. It is people by people who awaken in this new frequency of the heart and open the eyes to a new possibility of a new paradigm and a new world that start to act from the heart and step by step join each other, meet each other, and trust each other in unconditional love. This is the world we are meant to bring on this planet, is go back to our true values of true human and from our true essence, and the only energy that prevails is unconditional love. Not mental love, not romantic and reactive love, is absolutely selfless love. It is not a love for me, is a love that is there already, pre-existing. This is the love who created us and keep the cohesion of our three guna together. The first love of the universe is the love of the three guna. They love each other. They live by three. They never separate. We're made from that union of the one with three tendencies. We need to share this value, we need to share this energy, and we need to recognize each other for who we are as unlimited, sovereign, and divine beings. This is nothing to do with religion. Religion have, propagate that we are sinners and we are limited, and this time is over. I think all this religion will collapse and disappear. The new religion is to relate to each other, relate to each other in the truth of each one and recognize it. Because it's already here, it's already there. And there's no need to fight anybody for that. Is what you need to is to resolve your own duality, your own doubt, your own shaking character that cannot stand a day in love to others. So we need to awaken to this new dimension, which is built in us, that everyone can feel, can sense, and still evaluate the distance from living in love, by the love, and just thinking about a philosophy of living in love. You understand? We don't have time. This is not going to happen tomorrow. This has to happen now, and there is an urgency. And the urgency is to incarnate that frequency now through your own life. And it is your choice. So when you choose love, there is no virus as an enemy. There is no neighbor that is enemy. There is no enemy because your space is inclusive, is not exclusive. Spiritual people are not on the top or they're not over anything. They're just open to include what is. What is and what has to be is partly depending on us, but it's massively beyond our will, massively beyond our will. All we can do is join the transition and join the change. When you open the heart, there's no reason to be afraid. And when you see the fear coming up of being separate, of being excluded, or being taken for fool or foolish, or being judged as non-solidar, you can only relate to your own sense of sanity. We are living in a collective, insane world, and we forgot it because of the fear of being attacked by a virus. But this is still here. Our world is insane not because of virus, it's because of our collective nightmare and contribution to this nightmare. We need to change our values totally, collectively. And this is going to happen through individuals who have the courage to stand by themselves, honoring their own true identity and connecting with each other. So it's not a conspiration, it's not an opposition movement, it's not a new party, it's nothing politics, it's nothing philosophic. It's a matter of awakening or not. It's a matter of connecting with those who are decided to awaken and come out of this hallucination, and join and connect with those who do not want to contribute to the nightmare. So I think we have the time to constitute new tribes. We are going to go back to the time of tribes. We have to recognize our extended family. It is not just a family of father, mother, and kids and relatives. This is a family of families, of people who wants to give to this planet a future, want to contribute to the future of the next 3 generations to come, and not contribute to a world that will be hardly livable. So we will not make it alone, and we will not convince masses. So the solution is make the change by yourself, awaken, have the courage to be human with love in your action, And by your frequency, recognize each other and connect in trust. Time to join will come, but now we need to join from our psychic and from our field of energy. And the beauty of the Zoom and internet is that we can meet beyond borders. There is no border. There is nobody who can control who connect to who today, because we can share the love online. We can share our frequency online. And all of you who are here in this KARTA time, I started 3 years ago because I was just intuitive. I felt I need to be available to share what I am living, what's the true for my own vision and my own action, as I am a teacher and I take responsibility for having spent 40 years of my life teaching about awakening. So I'm not going to run away, I'm not going to hide, and there is no retirement plan for me. It is the full time now. Now that the result of this teaching are becoming so obvious, I think you cannot live today without meditation, intuition, and a high frequency through your physical body. You raise your frequency every day. That's what was the sadhana about. Wake up before the sun, because you take this amazing time to vibrate the cosmos, and the cosmos come back to you. This universal law of the matrix, the yogis, they knew it since ages. But now is not just an option on the side. It is not just for crazy people who live in a retreat in the forest. It is for everyone who wants to contribute to this new human that is awakening, and this new humanity who's not going to fight against the old. This is useless energy. We are not here to convince anyone. We are here to vibrate our heart and share that frequency. And so, if you can meet and nourish this relationship with people you feel from the same family, I guess if you all are on the screen today and this evening, this is one family, is an expanded family. I mean, all the people who went through our trainings, through these teachings, they recognize themselves as from the same family. This was a very deep characteristic that all people recognize when they start practicing and sharing this practice. It's not only about Kriya and breathing. It's really how, when my spirit is high, when my frequency is right, when I am connected to infinite love and truth, I motivate my action in this world. That's what it is about. How are we going to reshape this world in so many amazing ways that we have no ideas how big it is. But we need to open the scope of our mind to see much bigger than any human beings dare to dream before. You see the paradox? We were dreaming too short. We need to dream much bigger. We need to dream the divine dream, because we are in a dream. We are living. The Maya is the divine dream. We can just contribute to make it manifest in peace and harmony through our own eyes. Remember, we are magicians. This is somehow the three workshop I have just initiated now, which are not training. I did one first about brave heart and true heart, to open up really to this trust and unconditional love. And the next one is going to be about the sound and how to express the song of your soul. And this is in August, like from 14, 20, 21. And after that, we're going to open the space for the wizard. Why did you lose your quality of magician? The magic is life itself in its pure nature. We don't need to invent tricks and magic from outside. We don't need to manipulate anything and any power. We just need to be responsible for the power of love that has been given to us. And then the magic is our daily routine. This life is magic. We just lost the vision of it. We don't see it anymore. So I would advise you in the months coming to really, that's what came in through the tantric week we just did in level 2, is go and communicate with the flowers. This June is an explosion in the mountain of flowers. It's so amazing, this concert of colors and form and shape that express the love of the divine with so much power, that if you just take the time to connect, look, open your eyes and receive the frequency of these amazing beings that are these plants into flowering, you will receive so much inspiration in your heart. So I advise you go outside and sit with the flowers and realize your own beauty, realize the power of life, which is in all these vegetables that witness the law of harmony and beauty. And this is the expression, the concert of the divine love. So we need to re-nourish ourselves with these divine dreams that is all around us displayed, and we are not looking at it. We're living in betons, in closed house and locked down and locked in. So I think go outside, and not for parties and drinking on the terrace, but go and meet with the delightful relationship to flowers, because this is the beauty that is also inside you that you are missing. So it's a time to nourish yourself strongly and regenerate yourself to be able to raise your frequency. I repeat, I will never repeat enough. Kundalini is about change gears at will. So that's why you need to use your own willpower, and your free will is to change gears, move your ass, get out of your seats and your screens, go outside and see the magic where it is. It is everywhere around you. And you are part of it. Realize that you are part of it. You are an actor of that magic. So if you don't see any magic in your day, that means you are on off. You are not connected. You're not awakened. Because every day is a day for you to experience miracle, the miracle of who you are, and the miracle of these wonders that are all around you. So I think we need to shift, and we need to attribute much more time to this. Even though you're running after money and losses and unemployment and catastrophic situation, at the same time you have a huge time to conquer for your true self, and dedicate your time for your true essence, and put this essence into action, and don't mind about resistance or what is the field thinking. Be yourself a unique example, even if you're in the middle of 100 people who consider you nonsense. It is time to stand for yourself, your integrity. And it's not need to preach, it's not need to spread. People who are ready, they feel it, they sense it, and they act it. So there are thousands of people like you who vibrate the cosmos and vibrate their own bodies and all their bodies, and change frequency and stick to the sanity of their spirit. So I think this is where is my prayer, is that you, when you have been touched and you have been awakened for a day or for a few minutes after practice in the morning, just keep this awakening consciousness, keep that frequency through the time, nourish it and nourish yourself, inspire yourself and share it. And by resonance, you will attract the people who respond to that. And those who thinks you crazy will run away or will ignore you in the first time and the first place. And this is still the time where this is possible. So, time to reconnect our tribes of lovers. This is really, for me, the time to start that. And it's not going to be only the next month, it is going to be over the next few years. We have the time, but we don't have the time to wait. This is not a time to wait. It's a time to start now. All the energy are here, all facilities and possibilities are here, and it is time to move into a new direction for solidarity. Is a solidarity in spirit, is nourish this collective heart and not be solidar of the extension and insanity. So this is my strong message. The new human is you, and it is now. And even though the world doesn't look like new, it will look like new the minute you open your eyes and see millions of possibilities. And if possibilities are small, keep dreaming big. That's my second advice. Do not let go the dream of a absolute peaceful and humanity where human beings love each other and love the five other realms as well in total harmony and peace. So this is possible. This is the madness and craziness you need to praise, you need to keep alive in you. And you don't need to spread this message. This is our true essence. This is our reality. So there's nobody to convince. There's no campaign. There's no marketing. This is here. It's just going to be here through you. So be that and connect with those who decide to do the same, to act from their heart. Yeah. And this you can do if you raise your frequency beyond fears, where you face the fear, you do doubt, and you change your frequency. So intuition will guide you to see the truth where actually it is not audible, it is not visual, you almost disappear from this planet. The access to truth can only be through your inner sensory system, because there is no referential outside that speak about truth, only confusion. And that's what we used to call Kali Yuga. We are totally into it now, where this has never been that confused as today, and this is going to increase. So confusion versus clarity, and that's why my message is solstice is realizing the light wins always through cycle, and it comes back. And the only thing that sustains the life is the light. And that light is the expression of love. So when you get into this type of mantra, and this is through that greed that you decode the outside world, you will see that the outside world can't reach you, can't destabilize you, can't make you doubt. Even if your own parents or children are in fears and are conditioned and they limit themselves, from your love, you include their fears, because we can't change it. Those who cannot live in freedom will live in fear, and you can't change that. This is part of their mindset. So just by who you are, by your frequency, you might invite or inspire some people. But basically, today we are left on our own, and each one has to inspire himself. This is your first duty. That's why we were told to do sadhana. You inspire yourself to wake up, and you inspire yourself for your own day, and you inspire yourself through the day, and you inspire yourself before going to sleep. So this is a very individual process that will qualify you to join with others who have the same discipline. So we are the disciples of the new humanity, And we're going to join because we share the same discipline in our character, in our clarity, in our wisdom. We vibrate the cosmos and will be supported all together. And time will come when we join and meet again, when it is the time of great changes. So, to change by yourself is now. To keep your frequency is now, and to save your own wisdom and sanity is now. And you have no idea how big can be the impact in this world if you raise your own frequency. You remember this law of the 101 monkey? That is like a quota of people whose frequency has changed and shift that can change the whole paradigm. So we cannot market it, but you have to be responsible for your own self and for our planet. So just consider you by yourself alone. You're responsible of the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing. Open your heart. It's not small enough not to carry the whole thing. So you can carry the love for the whole planet. You can carry the frequency for the whole. And that's this magic principle of this Greek hermit Hermes that was saying, all is one, one is the whole. Yeah. So if you as one carry the whole as you are, the whole will carry you. So this is the deal. Yeah. Don't feel powerless. That is an ego trip. The power belongs to the universe. We just need to join in love. So for me, that is really the core essence of the time we are in now is choose not to play the game of what wants to take you away from that balance, harmony, and beauty. So it's not to be reactive to the environment because we can't, and it's not the time. And it's not by giving up and thinking that I'm powerless, I can do nothing. Yes, you can do. You can do through being totally vibrating your own wisdom, your own connection to the truth and to the love. This you can all practice. So we're going to practice for the next months, but this, of course, is a few exercise, but for the next years, in filigrane, underneath, this is the message we need to honor. I will not contribute to insanity, the collective insanity. I will not give up my own power to be human. I awaken and manifest through my action the love I am opening to. So this is for me the strong message we have to share together. And of course, you have the right not to agree. And this is not a problem, but I am sending this call out so those who recognize themselves will make the step to meet and to nourish this relationship between all of those who are awakening at this time. So the practice I wanted to share with you is in that direction. The first practice was to stop the impact of the conditionment of time and the outside world on us, which definitely impact everyone. And we are not here to deny it, but we have the faculty not to give in. We have the faculty to stop the time and stop the lie and stop to be impacted. So this would be for me moving the arms by crossing and making your palm, the fingers together so there is no leak anywhere. It's really together, flat. And cross in sort of cycle, cross to say, no, I'm not taking in my system the insanity, the doubt, the fear, the logic. I'm not taking any of this because there's no truth in that, and I don't need to convince anyone about the lie and the truth. I am the truth. Yeah. So, and of course, the mantra I want to promote is again, and it's stronger this month, is Om Mi Hum Tu Mi Tum. Say, I am thine. I am the highest spiritual essence. I am the Bindu. I am the essential consciousness. I am thine in so my identity, myself, true self, two together. So this makes the three. I am thine in myself. Do you understand the three? This is a Sri Guna. This is Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. I am the whole divine. I am thine. As a unit, I am the whole. I am thine in myself. So in the self, small self, my, and myself, which is non-existing, which is limitless and spaceless, infinite. Yeah, I am thine in myself. This is me. This is me as three. So I am thine in myself. But we're going to breathe through the puckle mouth. We're going to pulse it nicely, and the movement is slow because you're creating like a shield, yeah, like a, like this screen, transparent screen. They have every cash where you go and pay your thing in every shop today. You make the same, yeah. Is a screen not to be affected by duality, by doubt, by judgment, by insanity. You just. So I've chosen a beautiful song from Pritam Pal Singh, which is very joyful, and it's Ami Hum To Me Tum. But you will not have to sing. All you have to do is breathe in the rhythm, pulsing your navel. Ami Hum To Me Tum, Waheguru. Ami Hum To Me Tum, Waheguru. Open your heart and really make the screen, create the screen. Empower yourself. Feel that your empowerment, your space is free. Your space is unlimited. And keep yourself in the unlimited space and just lock everything out. And sanity will not come to you. So you will do this 11 minutes. Today we shorten the time because I want to introduce the practice. But it comes from the heart and you do not want to take part in the insanity. You just cut from that and create your own space from your heart where you are sane, where you can open in trust and no doubt anymore. Clarity from the heart and empower your own wisdom and your own intuition. So when you made it 11 minutes, we go for the second, is to awaken our own frequency when we are not touched and we are not disturbed by this, all these parasite frequencies. Now we are a free space. We can elevate ourselves and move ourselves up in a highest level of frequency of unconditional love. So this time, we're going to bring our hands with the fingers spread, and we're going to bring the arms 60 degrees on the side. So I don't know if you can see something, but you see on the side. And we're going to make circle, like taking the energy from the earth and bringing to the heaven on the side. So your arms are not totally straight, they are inside, 60 degrees inside. And on this side, we make circle around. Yeah, on this axis of 60 degrees on the side, we make circle with the fingers open because we feel the subtlety of the prana. We move this prana and we elevate our frequency. We take the frequency of the earth that is already elevated, and we receive the frequency of the cosmos, and we mix this. We just like flying. It is also slow. It's not very fast. It's very conscious. Feel the energy in the palm of your hands and move it in circle with the fingers straight. And we're going to make the same breath with the same music. For the second exercise, we continue the same breath. Rhythmic, yeah? And here we go. This time you want to create Amrit, you want to create ecstasy. Keep breathing through the mouth, pulsing the navel, and just elevate your own frequency. Like very slowly, but you fly, you levitate, you feel yourself lighter and lighter, open and more open, and connected. Connect to all of us who are raising the frequency on this planet. Connect. There are so many awakened people today. Let's join all of them. Beyond race, beyond borders, beyond religion, just the sanity of being human, and qualify yourself to be elevated human. And just elevate yourself nicely and elevate the frequency in you and around you. And connect. Embrace the totality of who you are. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself, your true self, your three-dimensional self. Om me hum, to me too. I'm thine in myself. I'm thine in myself. Be the three together. Come out of your limited dream and dream big. Open your third eye. See beyond. And go beyond any limits you've given yourself. We can sing in many languages. Je suis à toi, en moi, moi-même. En français, je suis à toi, en moi, moi-même. I am thine in mine, myself. in Spanish. I don't know. Yo soy tú. I don't know. But you have it in German, in Spanish, in French, in all languages. The breath is pulsing navel. It's not breath of fire. It's a pulsing navel, similar to breath of fire, but it's not breath of fire because it's a little bit more powerful. Then you breathe the air out when the navel comes in, but it's rhythmic. Yes, je suis à toi, en moi, moi-même. Yeah. Is ready to fly, ready to change element. Like becoming a butterfly from these little, things, and now we are trying our wings. Enter the metamorphosis. Is it time for metamorphosis? This is the alchemy. Transmute, change, elevate. Time is now. And feel connected all together. We're doing this around the planet all together as one new human. When you are yourself, it is pure ecstasy. Just to be yourself is ecstasy. We don't need anything else. Meet with your own transcendence. And be human now. By your love and your vision. Okay, so this second part we also do 11 minutes. And when you are totally fulfilled and full of you, your three and fourth dimension and fifth dimension, then we are full of that love. Love is open and we are in the flow. So we want to make beneficent all the rest of the world who has no access to that, who are not open, are locked in fears and self-demolition, self-deception, and total chaos. So we want to send flowers, and we have, because we have more. When you plug into this unlimited source, you have so much that you can share, and it's time to share from love and understanding, from your wisdom and not through marketing, you understand? So in the secret of your consciousness, you wake up, you awaken yourself, and then you share, you pour this water. So we're going to do like the hands start palm up, and again, this time the fingers are together, and we're gonna alternate. So we bring, it's like we take from our heart a flower bouquet and we send and we bring it back, and we send and we bring it back. So it's like a movement of 8, if you see, coming to the source of your heart and spreading in front of you and all to the whole universe, to the whole humanity, to everyone. The chance of being in love today, be awakened, and wish for everyone that can find it, they can be touched, they can be open, they can be blessed, so they can be part of the journey. And this time we just go for the same, but we're gonna sing. We're not gonna breathe, we're just gonna sing with this movement. So we're gonna keep actually the same. Here we go. And take it as the song of your soul. You can move your body. This is a giver. This is being generous. This is being full and so fulfilled that you have enough to share with the rest of the world. Om Hum, to me too. Waheguru. Om Hum, to me too. Waheguru. Om Hum, to me too. Waheguru. Om So for tonight, we stop here, but you understand the three practices are each one 11 minutes. And I think it is opening the space of a new solidarity and to sustain each other with awareness. You can create small groups who practice at the same time of the day, and it will increase the field of your practice. You can decide to do it before sadhana every morning, or you can connect online, and just more we will connect to practice. This will increase the level of compassion, of understanding, and your presence. You will be as much supported as you support your siblings in destiny. We all supposed to go into one collective destiny, and we will join ultimately for this new human that is awakening. So I wish you a fantastic month. There was only one question today, which was about what is my position about vaccine. So I don't need to give more precision about it. I think it was totally into what I said today. So choose well out of confusion, empower yourself, stand for your true self, and share that frequency. That's my wish, that's my dream, and that's my practice. So a lot of reverence to you and really honoring you all that were today online. It's consistent. We are an amazing crowd and we are growing. It's just amazing. I feel delighted. We have so many blessings in Le Martinet, and with all the teams here and all the people who come through this land through the teacher training, INS, the level 2, level 1. We're going to have our immersion week in a few weeks. The True Man is coming from the 3rd of July, and we're already a bunch of like 17 men, but more can join. We're going to enjoy these 4 or 5 days together in absolutely focusing on what is the role of the masculine into this awakening human, and how can we act from our heart practically, and what is stopping us, what are our fears and all that. So we're going to meet soon, the immersion, the Tantri. We have a Tantric days this year open to families, because we're going to frame a little bit the children. And then this August with Éveil de Soi, this already growing, of more than 50 people already registered. And we have this amazing song retreat about the song of your heart and soul from this 1421. And then the end of the month, we go for our 3rd chapter on the business yoga. So business leadership. So I'm sure we'll see each other with this amazing summer energy. I wish you the best summer for yourself and for anyone you meet and inspire when you inspire yourself. Satnam. So let's close this with a Sri Satnam classic. And Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. Satnam, everybody. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dennis, for the technical support. Bye-bye. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you so much.
So I'm going.